Well, once again, we're tackling more of the project of the Frankenstein bike, which I call it. So, anyway, here's the start of the oil tanks. I used rectangular tubing, and I'm capping off each end, putting a couple fittings in from the original tank, and I've got a heat sink welded onto the front to try to get any added cooling out of this thing. It's still it's coming along. It's kind of a tight fit, as you can see. I still got to weld on the bottom half of the tank and figured out just exactly how I'm going to plumb the thing in. As you can see, it's kind of tight. This fitting right here actually came from the original tank, which you can kind of see it down here sitting on the floor. Yeah, it was an aluminum tank, so anyway, I cut it out and trimmed it up and reused it. Here's the other tank. It's still coming along. Did the same thing, put the heat sink on the front of it, and then on the bottom side, there we go. Anyway, welded up in another fitting. We'll just see how it actually comes together when I finally button it up. So it was kind of a challenge getting these tanks on, but kind of looks like a liquid cooled bike almost. Yeah, I know, I got a mess in the garage. Like I said in the last video, it's probably not going to get cleaned up today or tomorrow, but one day I'll get it. But anyway, that's how she kind of sits right now. It's just a little bit of an update to you followers, I guess, or whoever wants to watch this. But the tanks will hopefully get finished this week, and we'll see how I end up plumbing them in, because what we've got that I've got to deal with is we've got this port right here, this upper one, and that one pushes oil out of the engine up to the tanks up here, which then I've got to cross over to the other tank and then feed from this side back down in to right here on the lower port. And I've got to do a little research to find out how much oil this thing pumps out. So I don't want to start it up and have one of the tanks sitting there dry and not feeding the engine oil. So anyway, it's just something I got to look at and try to figure out how to do. I might end up putting back here a crossover somewhere about right here and coming across over to feed this other tank, and I might even put another one between here and there as kind of a backup. And hopefully I can get enough oil between the two tanks to basically fill the tanks and feed the engine. So that's the challenge, and I got to figure out how to do that. Anyway, stay tuned for more. I'm going to try to see if I can get this project done this summer, hopefully with any luck. Anyway, there we go.